Satellite equipment detected a sea-filled disturbance of immense power. Our field teams have already faced highly aggressive behavior from Noontiders. If they've returned to their previous monolithian state, we need to brace ourselves for the worst. The absolute worst.
He's alive. And he helped me find the thing that scrambled Noontider's brains.
Good to hear. I've got some news too. I'll shoot you Scar's current coordinates. He knew you wouldn't leave the shelter empty-handed. Whatever you found, he wants you to bring it to him. He says it'll come in handy for his future plans. Keep an eye on him, SKIF. I don't like those insights of his. SKIF, come in. Did you get lost out there? Haven't heard from you since you left.
Some guys tried to take what I found at Faust's place.
got. Maybe we can figure out what caused Noontide to become monolith again. I'm here, in my bunker.
Mute, come in. 8, Alphabet, Saba, Machine, are you there? They weren't on the island when the signal hit. Maybe they weren't affected. All right, let's see what you've got.
Do you think Noontide ever stood a chance?
Only the dead have no hope. Horace was right about that. Thanks to you, SKIF, I'm not dead yet. Hope is all I've got left.
You were right. It's some kind of device. Do you know what it is?
An emitter. It was used to control the monolithians. When linked to the X network, it transmits commands on a psi frequency that no monolithian can resist. I've never seen one of these intact before, but I've come across some of the components. I even repurposed a few for extracting energy from the waste here.
Where did those parts come from?
Honestly, smuggling. Strider didn't approve of that sort of thing, so I had to use some old Stalker connections. One of them, a guy named Scar, managed to get what I needed.
Do you know how many of those emitters are out there? Did Faust mention anything?
Good thinking. After Azimuth, Strider asked me to listen to the old monolithian network chatter again. I did come across a peculiar message. Faust told his men to reach out to their brother Sukin about the Sphere mission. I assume he was referring to another emitter. But how did he get so many? Then again, if I found the components, nothing stopped him from doing the same. Does that mean I had a hand in this? That Monolith's return is my doing? And Faust's?
What are you gonna do now, Professor? Wild Island isn't safe anymore.
Where would I go? This place is my home. Noontide's home. Only the dead have no hope. That's what whores used. Oh, it's you. Maybe I'll see you around. Noontide, do you copy? This is Wild Island. Lodochka here. I'll be on this frequency every hour. If anyone can hear me, please respond.
to our boss. What's your wrong? Well... My knees are killing me. Guess it's gonna rain. I thought there's an issue.
Thought you could wipe us all out, huh? Well, guess what? I'm still breathing, and I ain't gonna hide anymore. Come to the eastern checkpoint, and I'll give you a warm welcome.
I'm moving to cover. Brothers, support me with your fire.
Isn't it a present for ya? No one escapes the monolith. The enemy fears the power of the monolith. Grenade!
Stalkers, step up. Zalicia is requesting assistance. Our forces are stretched thin, and the fanatics are still advancing. Damn it. Can anybody hear me?
All clear. We pulled it off. Welcome.
If it weren't for Gaffer and Warlock, we'd be warm food by now.
Thanks for coming to our aid, SKIF. Just your luck, right? Every time you show up in Zalicia, the shit hits the fan. Last time it was the Ward, and now it's Monolith. Glad to see you're still alive. There ain't many of us left. Everyone who didn't run off and didn't get killed is here. As you can tell, we could really use some extra hands.
Why didn't you leave the area?
What's the point? Trust an old-timer. Once a Monolithian is on your tail, the only way to get rid of him is to kill him.
Tell me what happened here.
The Monolithians came to Zalicia. An entire army of them. I had no clue there were so many left. I tried to get a defense together, but I couldn't do much with these rookies. I took as many folk as I could to safety. Eventually, the fanatics moved on. But as you can see, some of them stuck around.
How can I help out?
Our supplies are running thin. Warlock is working on it. You can discuss it with him. Lenz's injury is getting worse. But the biggest problem is defending Zalicia. Remember our guide? We called him Uncle Leonia. He was a Monolithian all along. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw him leading their squad. A second later, he ordered them to open fire at us. That's when I had to accept the truth. Luckily, I know where the bastard is when he's not out there killing his own comrades.
You didn't know about his past? How did he end up as a guide here?
I didn't have many options back then. He didn't drink much, didn't steal, kept a low profile, had a clean reputation. No one remembered anything bad about him. Now, I understand why.
How do you know he's hiding there?
I warned the other stalkers about him. Told them to hold him at gunpoint if he ever showed up again. They spotted the bastard and reached out to me.
You want me to kill him?
That's right. I'll send you the coordinates. It's the house where he used to meet newcomers, to take them to Zalicia. The bastard.
One box of ammo at most, a couple of med kits, a couple new guns, 4 grenades. No food.
Not a single crust of bread on any of the corpses. Whoa! Are you with us?
Seems like you could use a hand.
I sure could. Gaffer and I are trying to turn this kindergarten into something that could actually stand up to those monolithians. Our plan is ambitious, but it won't mean squat without some gear. And while I'm wrapped up in this mess, there are 2 other issues on my plate. First, there's Hamster. He's holed up in the emission shelter, hoarding supplies like they're gold. Second, my precious gun is lost somewhere in the clutter at Lenz's workshop.
So what's the deal with you and Hamster?
He's a fucking rat. Hamster thinks he can ride this out with that guard of his and keep his stockpile of supplies. He's living high on the hog while the rest of us are starving. Gaffer may not see eye to eye with me, but if you ask me, not helping out in a situation like this is just as bad as pointing the gun at us.
What's so special about your gun?
Well, I had my baby since back when I went to Intar with Gaffer. She's seen to get rusty old junk from Hamster. A good gun is worth its weight in gold.
Sounds easy enough. So it's all here in Zalicia.
If I send you on some wild goose chase, I know you probably wouldn't bother coming back, huh? And what would I have you do out there anyway? Make a run to the slag heap and back? Take on the ward at a pontoon bridge?
They sacrificed themselves for us. We'll bury them with honor. So many graves.
Bonjour. See ya. There's nothing scary about them. They're flesh and blood, just like us. So much for the rumors.
Are you all right?
What happened to Lenz?
The old boy took the brunt of the attack. When things went haywire, he held the workshop single-handed. He caught 3 bullets and some shrapnel from a grenade. Somehow he was still conscious when we finally got there and pulled him out.
Can I help?
I don't know how Lenz is still alive, to be honest. The artifacts have been keeping him on life support, but he's not gonna last much longer. He's gotta get surgery, but I was so fucking busy with the wonders of the zone that I didn't even notice someone stole my kit. I have a spare stored in one of the gaffer's stashes for a rainy day, though. Well, that rainy day is here, but everyone's too busy to help.
Got any idea who swiped your kit?
No clue. Not everyone was eager to be a hero when the Monolithians showed up. So if you try to hunt down the thief among the dozens of refugees, you might run out of time to save Lenz.
If I come across your instruments, I'll grab them.
I'll give you the coordinates of 3 stashes. One of them should have my package. Please don't take too long. Lenz is strong, but without surgery, wouldn't expect any miracles.